is just fantastic.
Hello everyone, today we're going to be continuing the discussion from yesterday concerning Vosch, as more has taken place since then in the form of other people's commentary that we need to discuss now. For those who don't know, I'll catch up really quickly. Vosch was caught with some imagery on his computer that has raised a few alarm bells and eyebrows. Vosch then tried to defend it and accused people of acting in bad faith. He has been called out by H3H3, who has been called out by the likes of Keffels and Tipster. Keffels, though, upon being clarted back at, played victim. Tipster, well, Tipster's having an anniversary, so first year anniversary of the lolly incident of 2023, it was quite a glorious occasion. So no doubt, cake and sex with something. The focus of today's video is the continued conversation centering around this on social media. If you were one of those that left one of the 400 plus comments on yesterday's video, thank you for that. I thoroughly enjoyed reading all of that. It was quite a mixed bag, I'll give you that. And what I really love about my particular view on free speech and absolutist view on it is that all of you should have the right to say what you think and believe. I'm not going to block any of you for it. But if we are able to respectfully agree to disagree on issues even like this, then I consider it a worthwhile principle to uphold. What I'm going to do now is go through the tweets that I have saved in the order I saved them in and play videos where these involve videos. First, Keemstar. Tipster is mad that people are calling him out for defending Vosch, who had cartoon CP on his hard drive. Included is a video where at the bottom you see drama alert, Tipster is done. Here's Tipster's response.
And Keemstar, you can get the f*** out of my chat. Literally suck a f***ing dick. Dipshit.
Next we have Chud logic out of context. Now, wait a minute, Vosch. Vosch, no. Now, this is a rephrased quote from Ethan Ralph, when he said to Monday Matt, when Monday Matt showed everyone his reporting history after much discussion. Included is a clip as well.
It literally looks like her.
Delete the
Nagatoro,
lolly,
yeah, that's probably her
Vosch.
name. This
the
girl looks like
lolly.
she's in middle school.
No.
I mean, I know that anime has an abstracted art.
No!
Oh.
Vosch!
Okay, no more.
Vosch!
No more. Yep, okay.
Delete
All
the
right.
lolly now!
Authorized
Delete the
for
lolly!
yes or no. Yeah, my main
No!
problem with Oppenheimer is that
Back to Keemstar. Tipster has died on the hill. Included a video. Now, I will admit, there are a few videos that need to be shown. It's quite amusing, really, because much of the responses to clips being used is often the same. It's always, oh, this is out of context. Okay, then I guess you need to sit there and go through that context, or somebody has to upgrade their account to premium and basically just upload it to their Twitter as well. But since Keemstar doesn't have the copyright to that, he can't get away with it without getting copyright struck. Here is the clip now though, so you can get what Keemstar is tweeting about.
And I know there's a lot of people who are going to disagree with my position on this. That's fine. Not everybody has to agree with me. If I legitimately thought that Vosch was advocating for things that would potentially bring harm to children, I would not be defending him here. I would not be defending him if I thought he actually believed in, arguments in favor of child. I would not be defending him if I actually believed he was in favor of relationships between adults and minors.
After Boblax had released part 1 of Twitter vs Vosch, he had tweeted out the content plan for today is to upload Twitter vs Vosch part 2, then go live on Mayo Monkey to bully the F out of Tipster. I'll start the stream after H3 is done talking about Vosch on his stream as to not overlap him. I'm going to go in on Tipster harder than I ever have to anyone online before. No holding back. I will link the Mayo Monkey channel down below if you'd like to go and watch that. And if Twitter vs Vosch part 2 is up by the time I put this out, of course I will link that as well. Keemstar though wasn't done with Tipster and tweeted out, I want Tipster arrested, and included, well, a statement. Direct to camera, yes. I'm not going to bother reading replies because a lot of them are, oh, just show us your head, take off your hat. And there is still a considerable divide over the intent and the imagery, many playing semantics over whether or not it is as severe as many are making it out to be. It goes on for quite some time. So instead I'm going to play the clip of Keemstar now.
I'm furious. This is absolutely fucking disgusting. I am so fucking mad right now, and I want something to be done. As you all know, I've been covering the political streamer Vosch, who recently got caught with cartoon CP on his hard drive. He was streaming, opened up a folder, and sure enough, cartoon CP right there. Busted. Caught in 4K. Case closed. I'm so fucking angry I can't speak. And the streamer Keffels and the streamer Tipster defended him. They defended him. And that's so mind-boggling. Like, are all these people criminals or what?
Now, obviously, the Tipster, Keemstar, H3, that argument discussion is going to go on for some time. And there's more to it. See, Tipster have been responding to LolCal Live, criticizing their viewership.
It's the LolCal podcast doing these days, Keem. I saw you guys got an initial boost of views on that show, and then your show just died weeks later. It's almost like you're kind of irrelevant these days, and you don't have the star power that you used to, Keem. That you can't make a podcast be successful overnight the way you used to, Keem.
Keemstar tweeted, Tipster is mad at LolCal Live. Tipster has 300 live viewers. Last LolCal Live had over 5,000 live viewers. Not going to deny, if I could get 5,000 live viewers, I'd be very happy. But I'll settle for my 15 on Twitch. It's quite nice. It's quaint. Link down below. Tipster, though, should be quite happy to have 300 live viewers. That's a very good audience for someone that used to average a bit higher. Now, an old tweet of Tipster's was doing the rounds again. Tweeted out by Nick Diorio, this is a really weird tweet. That word aren't attracted to people who look young. They're attracted to people who are young. By that logic, anyone who is attracted to Kiwi Sunset or Belle Delphine is a that word shaking my head. Bo Black's what the F. Before, I was just laughing at Tipster going so far to defend Vosch that he made himself look stupid, but after seeing that tweet, I'm actually getting concerned. Chris the Narc. Tipster is literally creating BS arguments over Ethan covering the lolicon stuff by saying it's weird they looked at it.
Dude, it's all over Twitter, but Vosch had it saved on his PC to goon to. That's completely different.
Chris the Narc also tweeted,
He literally hasn't even seen the effing photos. How the hell is he defending Vosch right now?
As you can see at this point, Tipster is getting quite a lot of attention. People are pointing at him saying, what on earth is wrong with you? And that criticism is not going to go anywhere for as long as Tipster takes his firm stance and the court of public opinion resoundingly disagree with him. And I know that they're against him because in a recent stream with 11,000 views, that's awesome, he got 464 upvotes to 653 downvotes. He got as many comments as I did though, so that's always good. And while a firm believer in any engagement being good engagement, this will harm his channel. A channel that has not gained subscribers in close to 9 months. And last month had negative 475,000 views. Yes, I went and looked at your social blade. I was paying attention. Nick Diorio tweeted, Tipster just said he thinks the commentary community is coordinating with Hassan Piker and Ethan Klein to ruin Vosch. Bruh, skull emojis. If they are coordinating, I'll take your word for that, of course, Tipster, although it could be argued to be an assertion because you didn't provide any sources to verify this. Chris the Narc tweeted, oh no, Keffels and Tipster are pathetic right now. The Mao. Included are images taken from the live chat to Keffels stream addressing this. Chris basically said that the chat is pretty soy because they're very much on Keffels' side here, believing that Keffels' responses are level-headed. Willie Mac had retweeted Nick Diorio by saying it's true. Thanks Hassan the Hun for the 10k, we'll do Destiny next for another 20. Willie Mac also tweeted Vosch is live right now responding. And by that I mean he's just saying it was a lie without addressing anything, he's doing the Hassan very cool. Reply, well it's the only move he has to be honest. Anything he says at this point will create more problems for himself. Willie Mac replies, or he could just disprove the lies and make everyone look stupid, but he's not going to because it's not a lie. Tipster, what did I do this time? 3 images, trending. Tipster, Keffels, Vosch. Jalen replies, you were too based. Cooper, you defended a PDF. Keemstar, Tipster destroyed, included the what did I do this time reply from Cryogenics, openly defend someone who's in possession of CP. Years ago, not that many years ago that is though at this point, Tipster used to, whenever he got into controversy, he would regularly purge his Twitter account of all the tweets. So I've archived everything just in case. Because the internet really is forever, and the tactic of burying your head in the sand, deleting everything and pretending nothing happened doesn't really work anymore. Not just because people take screenshots which can be doctored, but because others go to Wayback Machine or archive.is. It's fantabulous really, isn't it? Chris the Narc tweeted, ha 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 ha.
You have got to be kidding me.
Included from 2022, Keffels, people who masturbate to lolicon aren't people. Reply Chris, She is just recognizing that Vosch is trans species. Reply, what? Same person replies, bro, already forgot that Vosch is a horse. Keemstar put out another meme. We represent the Lolicon Guild. Vosch, now that's a horse peen of a different colour. Boblacks. Ethan just accused Tipster of faking his Donkey Kong gameplay. It's so over. Drama alert. Should this happen? Frenemies 2 with Keemstar and Ethan Klein. I would kinda like to see that, to be honest. It wouldn't last long, but it'd be amusing while it lasted. The Quartering had retweeted a video I've played already by saying Vosch is
On record.
saying there's no moral argument against watching CP. Ordinary gamer, we should all just agree CP is filthy and anyone defending it should be seriously investigated. Now that is one of the more contentious topics that Vosch has covered in the past, talking about moral arguments. Morals are a very complicated subject to get into, and he intentionally tries to make it seem like it's a grey area we should all be a part of. It is a tactic that Vosch has used for years, to try and have those more complicated conversations to make it seem like it's more nuanced, when actually it really isn't. It becomes remarkably binary. It is either bad or it is not bad. In this, it is bad. But don't worry, there are still many people defending Vosch or on Vosch's side, so it's totally okay because pedantic. Now I mentioned Ethan Klein has been responding to Vosch, Tipster, Keffels, all of that. Ethan's taken this very seriously. Ethan took this seriously by doing an episode on the H3 podcast channel in a horse costume titled No More Horsing Around. Tipster, to make an argument of bad faith, put out a very short clip derived from a different show where in a 2-second clip, Ethan Klein said he would align with the Nazis to make a bad faith argument about bad faith arguments, as if the two cancel out or his point holds any merit. When you realise what Ethan Klein actually said, context is key. Of course, it's the same for what Vosch has said in the past as well. You know that what he's referring to is people that have been dubbed Nazis. He will align with them on the subject of CP because he would rather be aligned with them to protect children. And since Ethan Klein is all too well aware of how the word Nazi has become so watered down it is borderline meaningless, he knows that the buzzword effect means very little to a Jewish man. Jessica Pizzle tweeted, "Oh my
God.
Of course, it wouldn't be a Keffels Cope stream without using her mental health as a shield to protect herself and attack Ethan Klein." Here's the clip.
Yeah. The horse?
Yeah, something really funny happened. Something that we all should have just pointed and laughed at for a little bit and then moved on. And then you use that as an opportunity to try and make Vosch out to be a... Of course nobody's going to be laughing at that because you're literally slapping a false allegation on someone. Like, what the...
Yeah, it's just way too far.
Hey, stop dialing. Keffels, put the phone down.
It's like really up with the context that I have his phone number because I was planning to kill myself, and now it's just like a big joke laughing at me. He was the one who gave it to me.
I will concede, in this particular instance, something about this doesn't sit right with me, and I mean that for both what Ethan Klein has done when given the context, okay? But at the same time, using the context to denigrate the point made by Ethan Klein is a deflection and a distraction intentionally done to make yourself the center of attention. You could be above it and simply ignore it and move on. You bit the bait and made yourself look weaker in the process.